which just so literally you can go to the working 9 to 5 here is spectacular and strong. Like Rwanda is. Hey, this is J Essence Journey, and I'm going to tell you right now, this video is going to be kind of choppy in its information, but that's because we're trying to give you all the information you need. We are going to talk about the process of buying land and the difference between being a residential buyer as well as being a business or investor buyer. The reason why is because we really are going to talk to K&L Realties and first and foremost, breaking this down. You scared me. It's recording. Yeah, everything's recording. You're fine. Okay, ignore that. We're just making sure everything's technically done. What I want to talk to first is just here's the thing that you need to know. Here's truth one. There is a new law regarding foreigners buying land. You can buy land as an investor. You can buy land as a business. But when you buy land as a resident and for residential purposes, meaning that you're living there, there are different regulations and rules. I already did a video on this. Okay? Now, when you turn around and look at the residential purpose, most times it's always quoted to be 300 square meters. And that's very true, except for when you move outside of your main city districts. And that's why we're pulling in K. So let's talk about this.
Thank you.
Wait a minute, because it's all about your district. Now let's talk about this. If you're trying to buy land as a resident, I then need to talk to and find out the district expectations.
Correct, yes. All right, so hello viewers, my name is Kagenzar and I manage a business called K&L Realty. K for Kagenzar, L for my wife Lily, she's holding the camera.
She's so awesome.
Yeah. So to your question, Jay, when you're buying land, you need to go to the district, and each district has a different regulation depending on what their plan is. They have a master plan. The master plan is the vision that a district has for the future. So in this area, for instance, we're in Bujesera district. When you want to buy land here, you go to the land center. There's an office called a land center. They are the ones who manage anything to do with land. As Jay said, if you want to apply as an investor, as a residential person, or for agriculture. So where we are sitting right now, we're in a residential area.
Yeah, I'm going to pause for a second. Yeah. So he's saying that each district has specified amount of what can be for what. So much can be for agriculture, but there is parts that's for resident. So we're going to get into how to get into that technical first. You don't have to go to the district first if somebody's trying to sell you land. We're going to go down into the paperwork so you can be able to understand if that land's available for purchase for resident or not. Now let's go ahead and go. We're in Bujesera. We're now standing. This whole area that we're standing in has already been purchased by this beautiful company underneath the residential area purposes. That means that you were able to go ahead and get your area, is it called subplotted or subdivided?
Subdivided,
Subdivided,
yes.
okay. Okay, you got your area subdivided.
Right, so what we did, we bought a huge chunk of land, which was just one plot. It had one title deed, right? So one document for the whole plot. And then what we did is we subdivided it into 30 smaller pieces of land with individual titles. So this is really important. When someone is selling you land, they need to have the original title.
And so you can see, we're not going to give too much information. It's in color. We could tell you there's a UPI. That's a very important number because that tells you the exact area that is being discussed. And then it's going to be in Rwanda. Yeah. So let it go. It's going to be in Rwanda.
I'll help you.
And it's going to have the land name of the owners on top of there.
Correct.
Okay? So go ahead.
So what we want to see right now for the sake of our conversation is to see the size of the plots that the district has allowed people to buy land for residential. So this particular one, if you zoom in here, it says 404 square meters. All right, 404 square meters. And this is not a random number. This is a precise number based on the GPS that they use to divide the plots. And this is an image of the plot. You can show that, Jay. So that shows you the size of your land. It's the one with the bold box. And then it shows you the road, which is right beside us here. And so when you're buying a plot, you can be sure that the size is exact. So if you are interested in buying land in this area, you could buy a land up to 404 square meter and put up a residential house.
Let's get real quick. If you're purchasing land through K&L, they have a title deed available for a residential plot at 404 square meters. And the reason why you know that it's residential, and this is your most important information, is because in this legalized paperwork, right here in Kiarandan, is gonna. Why are you gonna have me say the Kiarandan word?
Let's give it a try.
It says.
Okay,
ooh,
start
I'm
here.
gonna do it. It says.
Right.
Okay, here's the key word you need to know. Gutura. I said
Gutura.
it. Gutura.
Yeah.
Gutura means to live.
Correct.
So if the word Gutura is on your land document that looks like this, and this is horizontal, then that means that this has been specified to be a residential place that is purchased at that square meter to be able to be a place to live. It's underneath the Ubusora. But can you say?
Ubusobanuro, which means the explanation for the purpose of the land.
Okay.
So it says Gutura, meaning the land has been allocated for residential purposes. You can't come here and put a farm or put up a warehouse. No, it's just for a house.
It's for housing. It's for Now, when we say farm, it's for like gardening. That's
Personal residential,
personal
right?
residential,
You can't come
but
and
not
put a commercial,
entities here.
Yes.
Okay, so that all is there. So that Gutura, all you need to know is Gutura.
Gutura.
Gutura, Gutura. You want to live here? Gutura. You want to live here? Gutura. That's what you want. So that's why this is important. So the answer to the question then is, can a foreigner buy land in Rwanda that's over 300 square meters? The answer is yes, they can, based upon the district and ensuring that the land and the paperwork is already allocated Gutura to live.
Correct.
Then you want to also make sure you have a strong relationship with the owner or the seller or anything to make sure they're walking you through that process properly.
Correct.
Because there can be changes and differences, so you want to make sure that somebody has a very good relationship with the land notary, correct?
Correct, yes.
The land notary, because the land notary is the person that oversees all of this information, and they can give you up-to-date information. I'm going to be very honest. He called the guy on Sunday, and he answered back like within an hour, right?
Right.
So that's what we want to do, because before we talk about land and purchasing and what you can do, you need to know the legal expectations. So if you're coming in and trying to have it in your name, what can happen? Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So
Let me just say, Jay, that's one reason why we're collaborating.
Yes.
Is because that's what we do as a business. We are professionals, and so you want to work with someone you trust and somebody who knows the process.
yes.
And so we will help you all the way. You come and we'll drive you here. You'll check out the land. We'll take you when you're ready to buy. We negotiate the price. We'll take you to the notary, who is the individual who signs on the transfer document, transferring it from the current owner into your names. All you need is your ID and paperwork showing that we've done the transfer, we've made the payment. That's it. Rwanda is a very clean and straightforward process. No long stories. It's a very straightforward. Sometimes there may be delays with getting appointments at the land center because they're really busy. But that's where we come in, and Jay will be able to walk you through the process as well.
So, like I said, this one is kind of scattered because we wanted to get the legal information out first. Okay, so if you're still with us, thank you. Now, can you tell us about where we are?
Correct.
And I'm going to
Thank
put this
you.
in a safe space.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So viewers, we're in the east of the country. This is a very beautiful part of Rwanda. Rwanda is known as a land of 1,000 hills, but this is one of the districts that is quite flat. That's why you see the land stretches all the way to the back, no hilly area, which makes it very easy to construct a house. Okay, and we're about 45 minutes to less than an hour drive from the capital center, which is Kigali. It's a very wonderful area. It's begun to being constructed quite a bit. There are a few houses around. Now the prime selling point, if I may, for this area is that it's close to the new airport that's being constructed, and Jay, I think, talked about that. You can't see it from here, but it's about 15-minute drive from here, and it's going to be one of the largest airports in East Africa. It's going to have a lot of traffic, so when you're heading to the airport, everyone is going to pass here. Will it be noisy? Not as much. If you buy a land a little bit deeper into the plot, of course you'll be in a quieter space. We have 26 plots available right now. Sorry, 24 available. And Jay, over to you.
What I was gonna say is like, oh, this is tag team right now. Like, hey, but I want to say real quick for people who are interested in understanding this area, the international airport. So Rwanda already has an airport in Kigali. However, they've been steady for like almost the last 4 years, creating and constructing the international airport. Even to a point where I'm going to show video at the very end of this. They have widened the roads, they have rebuilt construction, they've done all this. And so far they're on a 12-month trajectory to complete phase 1. Once phase 1 is completed, the airport can actually house 7 million passengers.
Correct.
Not at one time, y'all. Come on, let's get it together.
Yeah.
But they're going to be able to house 7 million passengers, which means that this project is not only underway, it has so much steam and movement going on. So when you talk about the land that's available or different things are wanting to move, if you're kind of wanting to me like that suburban feel, like you still can kind of be in that kind of space and different things. This is really a nice opportunity. And follow me real quick. Truly right off the road. So you're not going down deep into all those different things. The highway is literally right there, right off the road. The first couple plots have already been taken care of, but there's still, like you said, 24
left. Yes,
24
available.
plots.
Right. We have electricity in here, so we have water as well. We have a tap down into the land. So it's ready to build. You want to build, you can start tomorrow.
So I want to go into what, like I do well, how did you get into this business first of all?
Thanks, Jay. Well, I used to live in the US actually, my wife and I, and 2 kids. We moved back about a year ago, and we noticed a niche in the market because many people who live abroad, Rwandese and foreigners, are trying to invest in real estate here. They're trying to move their families, or they want to buy something that can make them money. And so we bought an initial land not too far from here. We subdivided it. We were selling it for $5,000 at the time. And in 3-4 months, all the land was sold. And so that's how our business began. And so now this is our second site.
Okay. Now, let's just talk in building or trying to do this. What challenges have you come across?
In building the business?
Yeah, just the business and just working with land or different things. Because you alluded to earlier that is a very easy process in purchasing land and stuff. So what challenges do you see?
Well, because the challenges are the real estate industry in Rwanda is still largely informal. So you'll have a gentleman or a lady, mostly gentlemen, who have a bunch of numbers on their phone. You're looking for land, they will make calls, the prices keep fluctuating. Getting an appointment to visit the site is not easy. So they're just individuals who live in the area, who know that people are selling land, and they start to sell the land for them. We call them commissionaires, meaning they make commission based on sales. So it's not a professional business like ours, or what we're trying to introduce, where we have all the titles in our office. We have flyers. We have a website coming up soon where you can, from the comfort of your home, wherever you're living, be able to see the land before you even visit. And now with the help of and partnership with Jay, you have a video on YouTube. You can see how beautiful the place is. You know, I used to live in the East Coast, and I'm telling you, the weather here is amazing.
Well, and I was going to talk about what we did not talk about, which is everybody's going to ask, is if we're looking at this area, what's the range of the prices?
All right. So the range of the prices for, say, a 420 square meter land is about $8,000 to $9,000. And I'll be frank with you, it's still on the lower side.
It is. Stop. Let me help you.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, because
it is, and it's growing so quick. So oh my gosh!
Right, and so again, that's why I say it's always good to work with professionals, because the price is not gonna leap, you know, overnight and fluctuate that much. We price our land based on the rates that we see in the market, and we try to be fair, because we know many of our clients are trying to. Buying land is usually the first step to doing other things. You want to build a house, you want to have a farm, so it's not the end goal. You can't put all your money at your initial stage. So we understand all those parts of the business, because we also do real estate management. We have a few apartments in Kigali that we manage.
Okay. So like I said, we're going to spend more time just actually breaking things down and looking. We're going to go actually walk down here. The other thing is that you had another facility And I want to kind of give people what that 300 square meters looks like, and you actually have someone who started to build.
Correct.
So we're going to actually walk out the 300 square meters at a different location, so you guys can kind of get an idea, because you can actually still purchase a very nice house or whatever within that regulation as well. Now, for people who are looking to invest in business, that's going to be a whole nother video. But just understanding exactly what you do have the right to. We're trying to make everything understandable.
Right, right.
And I want to say in that case where it's like nobody's trying to cheat you. We're trying to treat you and give you the knowledge you need in order for you to make the decisions that you want to make. So we'll go ahead. We'll catch you in the next clip. But we're going to go ahead and kind of walk this area, all right?
Smaller ones.
So this is actually the smaller plots here. And actually on this one is separated into 3. Remember, this is the smaller plots. And I think you said the lowest was like 350?
350 square meters.
350 square meters right here. And just an example of some of the builds. Like this is someone's building right here. It's gorgeous. Let me give you the close-up. And so you see already you got the electrical lines. It's already outfitted for water and different things. So you're not really starting from scratch, which makes things easier. And you're once again off the main road, so that makes transport and building all that stuff easier. So then we also have this over here, right?
Yep.
And now, if you see where we were earlier, that goes all the way to the front. So it's about how many roads, like sections? Like we passed like 6 roads, little.
4, 5, 6. Yes.
6.
Yes, 6, 7. Yeah. And so that's one of the things we invested in. Usually when you buy land like this, it's just a big bush. So we invested our own money to construct these roads. It's us who put these roads in. So when you want to build a house, it's easy for you to access.
Yeah, it's really just,
you know,
and then
your truck and,
I'm trying to see here. Is this the marker here?
yeah, that's the marker. Yep.
So we come up here. So you have here, like these, your markers here.
To give them an idea of the size.
He's giving an idea of size. I'm just being quiet. This is my spot right here. I'm going to stay right here.
Yeah, so Jay, this is about the size of a plot.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't see the other beam, but yep, it's about a 450 square meter.
Yeah, that's a nice size. And then you still have, and that's the interesting thing, you can still construct your house to look the way you choose for it to look. And then your views. So this is the area in Bujesera. And you hear, it's quiet.
It is.
It's quiet. It's quiet. Like, okay. And like a lot of stuff has already been there and created. And that's it. I don't have a lot to say. I think it's cute. But I don't have a lot to say. But if you're interested, do know that we're going to provide all the information for contact right below. Like, you're going to be good. Be able to contact immediately, so you can do that. All right. All right, so first and foremost, the reason why we're here is this is actually a space being built, and the plot is 300 square meters. So it's how many bedrooms?
4 bedrooms.
It's 4 bedrooms.
3 upstairs, 1 downstairs.
And so it's 2 stories, 2 flights. And so the very first thing I'm trying to do is just kind of give you guys an idea of the measurements and what things actually look like. So starting from this here.
Right, onto.
Okay, and so we're gonna walk it. Now, I'm giving y'all too much information, but I'm about to walk my steps. I don't know what steps these are, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 of my steps. I'm 5'3". That gives you a little bit of the width. I wonder what that would be like. Is that like a tennis? I think like that's the width of a tennis court. No, it's bigger than that. It's way bigger than that. All right, so then we're gonna go down this way and then we're gonna go look inside. So I'm coming, oh Lord help. Okay. So come in here to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Am I too far?
You're too far.
I went too far. So wait a minute, I'm at 24, back to 23, 22, 21. Here it is, down to 20. So here. So that kind of gives you that walk. Now I'm going to go inside to some of the build. And so this is one of the areas that's set up to be bedroom. Yeah, I apologize. I messed with your timing. Bath. This would be, I don't know. But this spacing here. I know this definitely is a back door. You come in here, to here, living room, dining room for sure. And then, did we say this was the front? No, this is the front.
That's the front, yeah.
This is another room and space.
That's the living room.
To the front here. Porch area view, but more so trying to show you, like, that was just a lot of walking and spacage right there for 300. And then it'll be 2 floors. So you still have a lot more space that you can work with. So the purpose of this video, let me do this way. The purpose of this video was just to kind of show you and give you an idea of what 300 square meters looks like. 300 square meters is open for anybody to purchase for residential, okay? 300 square meters is open for anybody to purchase for residential. So that's anything. If you're trying to go over, it's very important, we said this before, to check the deeds. Check the deeds to see it says Gutura, G-U-T-U-R-A. A on my spelling test, baby. A on my spelling test. So that's the information. Once again, it's your girl, J Essence Journey. Just giving you information so you can enjoy the journey of your life.